Hello everyone, welcome to this video on Safe Scrum Master. So in my previous videos, I have talked about scaled agile framework, leading safe, that is Safe 5.1 Agilist. But I think it's also important to create a video on questions and answers for Safe Scrum Master. So let's see. We will go over the key questions which can be very useful with respect to Scrum Master's role in SAFe. So let's start. And in the end, if you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and like it, and also share with your friends and colleagues. So let's look at the first question. What is the key Scrum Master responsibility when estimating stories? So, Scrum Master's responsibility when estimating stories. So now the questions which we will see here will be with respect to SAFe, right? That is Scaled Agile Framework. So it's not with respect to sprint. So when you have to answer, please answer from the perspective of SAFe. All right. So look at these options and then let's see what is the correct one. So what is the key Scrum Master responsibility when estimating stories? I'll take a pause so that you can think about it and then we will come to the right answer. So the right answer is ensure everyone on the team participates, because participation is the most important thing and that's the key responsibility of Scrum Master. Let's move on. The second question is, what is the foundation for the 5 dysfunctions of a team? All right, so this is a very important question. I think this can also appear in exams. I've seen it myself. So the options given are lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, fear of conflict, absence of trust. So here absence of trust is the most important point, because if you don't have a trust within a team, that might not function well, as a successful team. So this is the foundation. Okay. How does SAFe handle the fear of conflict, team dysfunction? Okay, so again, similar type of question. Let's think about the right answer and then we will check it. So the right answer is use Scrum to create a safe environment for conflict. So first of all, conflict is something I think we cannot avoid. All right. But if you have a safe environment to handle the conflict, then that can help. So that is why this option, use Scrum to create a safe environment for conflict, is the right answer here. Let's move on. Next one, which Agile Manifesto principle describes the importance of PI planning in SAFe? Okay, so you might have gone through the Agile Manifesto principles and looking at the options here, let's see which is the correct one. Let's take a pause so that you can try to give the right answer. Okay, so let's see. The right answer is C. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing team. So guys, always remember, self-organizing team is the key term here to remember. Okay. The next one is, what are the two outputs of iteration planning? We have to choose two here. So iteration planning, as you know, this is nothing but sprint planning itself. All right. So if you look at the option, I think this is clear enough. Team backlog, iteration goals, program backlog, iteration backlog, PI objectives. So of course, we are talking about iteration. So the two important things are iteration goal, which is sprint goal, and the second one is iteration backlog, which is sprint backlog. So these are the two correct answers. Okay. The next question is, the goal of lean is to deliver the maximum customer value in the shortest sustainable lead time while providing what else? Okay, so think about it. What could be the right answer here? So when we talk about safe or agile, I think the most important factor is how we can add value, right, in each sprint, in each iteration. So the right answer, I'm sure you might have guessed it correctly, that is the highest possible quality, right? Because quality is the most important thing, right? Value. Let's move to the next one. What is accomplished in the first part of the PI planning meeting? Okay, so this is a tricky question. The product owner defines the iteration goal, items are selected from the program backlog, the Scrum Master decides how much work can be accomplished, all tasks are defined. So I think the first option, I mean, first thing which we do, which is accomplished in PI planning meeting is finding out the items from the items from the program backlog. So the second option is the right answer. Let's move on. What are two safe primary opportunities for driving relentless improvement? Choose two. So here, if you look at the question carefully, it is talking about improvement, right? And when we talk about improvement, so what terms you see quickly here? So I think if you look at the options, improvement is mainly related to retrospective. So the choose two. First is iteration retrospective, and second could be, I think, inspect and adopt workshop, because that is also sort of inspecting and adopting, right? So looking at what went wrong and what could be the future improvements for a team, right? So these are the two correct options. The next one, what is one responsibility of a safe Scrum Master? Okay, so remember, I mean, a Scrum Master is a Scrum Master, of course, but when we talk about safe Scrum Master, that means his responsibility with respect to safe framework, right? So the options are prioritizing the work of the systems team, coordinating with the solution architect and solution management, facilitating an effective team breakout session, maintaining the depth of architectural runway. So obviously, if you talk about a Scrum Master's responsibility, so the last one, that is not his, area. So that is ruled out. Then if you look at the first one, prioritizing the work for the system teams, I think that's also not the right answer, because teams are self-sufficient and they can share the load. Coordinating with the solution architect and solution management, I think, and then facilitating an effective team breakout sessions. I think the third option is the right one, because Scrum Master's main responsibility is to facilitate the event, right? So that is the right answer here. Next one, when is a feature hypothesis fully evaluated? Okay, so let's look at the all options and then think about the correct one. We'll check in few seconds. When the last story is signed off by the product owner, when the customer uses the feature in production, when the feature is signed off by the product manager, when the solution demo is complete. Which one? Let's check. The second option. So when the customer uses the feature in production. All right, let's move on. How can a Scrum Master support a problem solving workshop? Okay, so very good question. Look at the options. By acting as a process coach to the teams and providing the right answers, by providing facilitation to breakout groups focused on specific problems, by estimating the work effort required to implement recommended improvements, by coaching the release train engineer on managing the event. No, I mean, come on, this one cannot be. Okay, so yeah, think about it. Let's take a pause and then see whether we are right or not. All right, the right answer is second one, by providing facilitation to breakout groups focused on specific problems. So if you go back to the previous question, I think you will see it was also about facilitation, right? So Scrum Master's main responsibility is about facilitating the events. So that's why it is the right answer here. Okay. So with this, I'll end this video here. I will probably put together, a few more questions in upcoming slide, video, and I'll share with you guys. Till then, happy learning, enjoy the video, and if you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe it, share with your friends and colleagues, and also like it. Okay, thank you. See you again. Bye.